So about a month ago, I tried to break into the Streamer Awards and I got kicked out, and I want to tell you guys about it. So first off, I'm a big fan of Twitch, and my roommates Joel and Kev were invited to the Streamer Awards to represent Moist Critical, and it was awesome, and they won. But I wasn't invited because nobody knows who the fuck I am, but I really wanted to go because, bro, if I went, I would have been cumming myself. Imagine being in a room filled with people you watch every day and have a parasocial relationship with, and then you find out they're real. That's insane. I'd be like, yo, Ludwig, and then Ludwig would turn around and look at me and be like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, you're the fucking GOAT, bro. And he's like, thanks. And I'm like, yeah. So I really wanted to go, and I jokingly said to my friend Ben that we should sneak in. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know who Reckless Ben is, but he's known for sneaking into stuff from game shows and exclusive parties to the fucking Super Bowl, and he was so down to sneak in. He was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the theater 8 hours early, go and dressed in as staff and hide in the bathroom until it starts, and then once it starts, we'll change clothes and we'll be at the Streamer Awards. And I was like, so first off, I was kind of joking, and second, I don't really want to do that, because as much as I'd love to meet Ms. Kiff and the love of my life, I don't really want to be squatting on a fucking toilet for 8 hours trying to hide from staff and security like I'm playing a shitty Flash game just so I can meet people who never leave their room. But I was like, fuck that, we're not going to do that, that's insane. But deep down, I really wanted to go. So we stayed at home and watched the awards, and eventually Joel and Kev went on and won, and here's what that looked like.
Yes! 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 Why are they walking so slow?
And after the awards were over, we got a tip that there was an after party happening where the awards were being held. So me, Ben, and Trent drove to the theater and tried to figure out what we could do to get in that after party. And we had two options. Option one was we dress up as Charlie and walk in and say we're part of the other Charlies, and they let us in, and I get to meet every streamer and have the greatest night of my life. But there was an issue with that plan because we didn't have a hat or a wig. We just had a marker and white shirts. So we'd be the Wish version of an already Wish version of Charlie, and we didn't want to spend money buying the other stuff. So we decided to go with option two, which was to walk in the venue confidently, which, you know, could honestly work. So we get to the front of the theater and we're like, okay, let's do this. Let's just walk in there like we belong there and we'll get in. And we go to walk in, and then we look at security, and security looks at us, and we pussy out and walk away. So that didn't work, but there were still other options. We tried to go to the back entrance, but there was a giant ass fence, and I'm not Spider-Man, so I didn't want to climb that shit. There was also a side entrance that all the staff was at loading up their trucks, but we did not look like staff at all, so that was probably not going to work either. At one point, we passed by this one block, and there was like a homeless shed against the theater, and I said to Ben as a joke, yo, we should climb that to get on the roof, you know, as a joke. But he was like, yo, that's a great idea. We could take the chair next to it and climb the shed, and one of you guys can have me on your back so I can climb the roof. And I was like, no, Ben, we're not going to fucking do that. We're not going to climb a homeless person's shelter so I can meet people who play video games all day and don't take a shower. But it was a tempting option, and at this point, we basically tried all of our options, so we decided, fuck it. Let's just walk in like we planned originally and see what happens. Because the absolute worst thing that can happen is someone tells us to leave, and then we leave. So we walked up to the door, opened it up, and a security guard came out and said, you guys can't come in, and closed the door. So we failed, and that's how we got kicked out of the Streamer Awards. It's not technically getting kicked out, but a security guard told us we can't be there, so I counted as getting kicked out, but we didn't make it into the after party. And after that happened, we went and got pizza and thought about how we were failures and no streamer will ever be our friends. But we didn't want to go home as failures, so we decided, fuck it, let's just try one more time and see what happens, because we had nothing to lose, so we might as well try one last time. So we went back to the theater and tried one last time to get in, and this is the footage of what happened.
Let's go into the video. We're sneaking in, dude, so hard. What you think that video's gonna end where we leave and then?
No, we're going in.
Oh no, we left and then we came back and we're sneaking in. Let's go.
We're like refueling.
Okay, let's go. We're getting in.
Go inside.
100% chance.
How you gonna get in?
There's 100% chance we're getting in. The only thing that can stop me is if they fence this up. Well, you want to head back?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we can go.